Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the prose hospitality. Every time Nila only introduces the lesson. This term also Nila introduces the lesson. She asked, I greet my guest with smile. What about you? First of all, let me ask you a question. What will you do when guests come to your house? Will you welcome them happily or going beside the room? Which is the good habit? Yes, we welcome them with smiling face. When they come to our home, we give them tea, coffee, and delicious food. We play with them. We are kind to them. Thus, taking good care of guests and visitors is called hospitality. In this lesson, we learn about hospitality by means of a story. Before going to start the lesson, we should learn few words to understand this lesson better. First word is cruel. Pronounce along with me, children. Cruel. The meaning is thin porridge. Second word, guest. The person who is invited to a function or to stay at one's house. Twig. Small thin part of a branch of a tree or bush. Fourth one, disguise. To change the appearance to hide identity. Shadow. The dark area seen under an object in light. Come on, let us start the story. One day, a beggar went to the house of a richest man in the village. He asked for food. The rich man got angry and shouted and did not give anything to eat. The beggar walked slowly to the next house and knocked the door. A voice said that nobody is at home. Try the next house. The beggar was so sad. The beggar was very tired and slept under a tree. Meanwhile, a poor man came near the beggar. Beggar asked some food to the poor man. So the poor man took him to his hut. The poor man's name was Kalyan. He had a wife and two children. They welcomed the beggar and gave him food. The beggar ate his food and played with the children and was very happy. Next morning, he asked them all to pack the things. They were confused. The old man said that he was not a beggar, that the landlord of a nearby town. His wife and son were died. He wanted someone to take care of his wealth and take care of him. Kalyan did not agree first. That the old man requested, then he agreed to take care of old man's wealth. That's all about this story, children. Let us read the story. At the end of the lesson, we will read the glossary word. Shall we read the lesson, students? The gift. Once a beggar was hungry. He saw a big house and went there to see if he would get something to eat. The house was very big and luxurious. There was a beautiful garden around the house. As he neared the house, he could smell tasty food. He knocked at the door. A well dressed man opened the door. The man's face shrank. Shrank means shrink. The past tense is shrank. On seeing the old man, he asked in a harsh tone, "What do you want?" The old man, with his feeble voice, replied, "It has been 2 days since I had food, so please give me something to eat." The rich man got angry and shouted at the beggar, "Do you think I am running free food service? Get out of here." The old man, with the same tone, requested, "Is there any left out? Don't stand here, wasting my time. Get out of my sight," said the man, and slammed the door. The old man slowly walked away. On his way, he saw a lady from the house dropping banana leaves with food in the trash can. He was sad. He slowly walked to the next house and knocked at the door. "Is anybody there?" After repeated knocks, a voice answered, "Nobody is home." "Try the next house. If there is no one, then who is answering me?" asked the old man. The man got irritated and opened the door and said, "Why don't you try the big house in the same street?" The old man sadly replied, "I tried, but he did not offer any food." He asked, "How can you expect me to help you when the richest man of the village denied?" The old man left the place. The old man was tired and could not walk any more, so he sat under a tree and soon slept. A man in shabby clothes woke him and asked, "Who are you? Why are you lying here?" The old man replied, "I have no food and no place to stay." The poor man said, "You look tired and hungry. Come to my home and stay with us." The old man replied, "I don't want to be a burden to you. I just need some food." The poor man said, "Okay, just come and have some food with us." He took the old man to his hut. The hut was very small and barely enough for the family. The old man saw that the house wouldn't withstand the monsoon. The house had no furniture, but only a few utensils were there for use. The people in the house, a lady and two children, were very happy to welcome the old man in. They made him sit comfortably. The children sat near him. The man introduced himself and his family. "I'm Kalyan. I work in the farm nearby. This is my wife, Viji, and my children Gopi and Radhika." Soon the children got close to the old man. They asked many questions and played with him. Kalyan helped the man wash his face and hands. When the old man entered the hut, Viji was ready to serve the food. They all sat in a circle. Viji served the cruel from an earthen pot. Cruel means porridge. At the first, she gave to the old man and then to the children and Kalyan. After the dinner, Kalyan spread out a mat for the old man to sleep. The very next morning, the beggar asked them to pack their things. They all couldn't understand why he asked so. Before they could ask anything, the beggar said, "I am not a beggar. I am a landlord from a nearby town. My family and I were helping the poor and the needy. My wife and son died 2 years back. Without them, I continued my service. As I grew older, I wanted someone to take care of my wealth and service after me. You have to accept my request and fulfill my desire." Kalyan was reluctant, refused, but the old man persuaded him and his family. The old man was happy that his service would continue many more years even after his death. Children, do you know why did the old man disguise himself as a beggar? Give the answer. Because he wanted someone to take care of his wealth and take care of himself. That's all about this lesson, children. Now let us see the glossary gold words and meanings. Shrank, an adverse reaction. feeble, weak. The old man was very feeble. Denied, refused. Shabby, worn out. Who wore worn out dress? Kalyan. Reluctant, hesitant. Reluctant, hesitant. Persuaded, convinced. Persuaded, convinced. I'll give the book evaluation answers in the next class. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.